would never read it again, but not in that kind of way. That sounded so horrible. It's not that I would never read it again.
Then it goes a little something like...
Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, as you can see from the title, I am going to be giving my review on the book We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. So, I know there's a lot of mixed feelings about this book. I know it's completely, like, people love it on TikTok. They either love it or they hate it. And, like, I don't want to, like, bash on this book because I know it could be someone's favorite book in the whole entire universe. And I don't want to be that person that's, like, hating on it. But, I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it. It's kind of just like, it's a book that I read. And I don't know if that's exactly a bad thing, but yeah. But there is a map in the beginning. I love a good map and a family tree. Oh my gosh, do I love family trees in books. Oh my gosh. So now I'm going to explain to you the family. So basically, Harris Sinclair and Tipper. Tipper is the grandma who is dead. But Harris Sinclair is the grandfather, and he is the one who created this island with all these houses. And there's 3 houses that the sisters all live in. So Aunt Carrie lives in Redgate, but that's for the summer. Normally she lives in New York City with her children Johnny and Will. Johnny is one of the liars. Then we have Aunt Bess, and Cuddle Down is her house at the beach, and in real life she lives in Cambridge, and she has Mirren, Liberty, and Bonnie, and Taft. She has 4 kids. Mirren is one of the liars. All the other kids are the children cousins. And lastly we have Penny, and Windmere is her house, and she normally lives in Burlington with her one daughter, Cadence. Cadence is our main character, and she goes by Katie most of the time. So Katie is our main character, and she goes to her grandfather's, like, it's in Martha's Vineyard, like his island. She goes there with her family every year, her mother, her cousins, and
I know what the book is about.
I promise, it seems like I'm struggling to give you a synopsis. I know what the book is about. I'm struggling to give you a synopsis, so I'm just going to talk about the characters. First off, we have Katie, and she has experienced I'm not trying to spoil this, but she's experienced a traumatic event, and that resulted in her having migraines and like selective memory loss, amnesia about certain facts. So something happened during the summer when they turned 15, and she does not know what that is, and she basically is trying to find out throughout the whole book. And everyone is just like, you have to remember yourself. The doctors think it would be best for you to remember it yourself, and she can't remember, but she finally does remember, and I'll get into that later because right now, no spoilers. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Maybe later I will. I'll tell you the timestamp. But anyway, that's Katie. And she has her cousins Johnny and Mirren. I'm not trying to be mean, but those 2 characters, the energy I get from them is just like,
go girl, give us nothing.
Like, I'm not saying they were plain, but it's like, Mirren has a lot of personality. I'll give her that. Mirren has a personality. Johnny's like, he has a personality. I'm not gonna hate on him, but he was kind of just like there, but then also he's not the main character, so I don't really care. And then Gat is also included in the liars. Gat's uncle is married to Johnny's mother, Carrie. Not married to, dating. Because Gat is our only POC in the book. Gat is Indian American. The grandfather's not outwardly racist, but Gat is explaining to Katie, like, your grandfather is not like someone like me. Like, why do you think my uncle is not married to your aunt? They're only dating, all that stuff. And he's also Katie's love interest, and their relationship feels kind of toxic to me. I don't know. It was giving toxic. It was giving middle school. It was So one thing that really bothered me is, like, Katie has these trauma-induced migraines from the accident. I'll call it that because I don't want to tell you guys what it is. But her mother's just like,
be normal because you can.
I'm not a parenting expert. I don't have children. I will not have children for a long time, but is that something to say to your child? Like, be normal because you can be. Like, your kid has amnesia and memory loss and traumatic, and you're telling them to be normal? Like, I did not like that. Like, her mother was giving toxic too. All the aunts. No, let me tell you, this was giving Knives Out, because in Knives Out, if you have not seen the movie, like Chris Evans, you know, and oh my gosh, in that movie, they're all like wanting the grandfather's inheritance and all that. They all want to inherit his land, his stuff, his money. the mothers in this, all the aunts, they are like that. Like, they're very focused on their inheritance. I feel very bad that I don't remember characters' names. Her mother, Katie's mother, is Aunt Penny. There's other aunts. I don't know their names. Everyone, the entire family was giving toxic, honestly. All of them. So you can't blame anyone. Everyone was a bit problematic. I'm not saying it was a bad book because I was interested. I finished it in 3 days. When I first finished it, I was like to my sister, I was like, everyone hates this book on TikTok. I'm not like everybody else. I love this book. Oh my gosh, I rated it 4 stars on Goodreads. And then after I like just sat for a while and was like, do I even know what I read? Like, I read it. It's like there wasn't really a plot, so it was kind of confusing. Like, the plot was like figuring out what happened to her during summer 15. The author's writing style is very unique. The first chapter is just 1 page. They kind of wrote it like a poem. I think it's very interesting. And now, this is where the spoilers start. Do not watch past this. If you want to read this book and you do not want the plot twist spoiled for you, please skip over this part. I'm going to give you many warnings. Do not keep watching. So basically, the plot twist is that the cousins have been dead the whole time. Mirren, Johnny, and Gat have been dead the entire time. And Katie has been, like, I guess clinging on to their spirit. I don't really know what that was about. But, like, she needs to figure out what happened. There was a summer 15, they set the big house on fire. And it's like they were trying to prove a point to, like, the family. Because, like, the family is very, like, distant, cold. The mothers are always fighting with the father. They want his inheritance. And so they set the house on fire. And Johnny, Gat, and Mirren do not get out in time. But Katie does. So they all die. And she does not die. And that is why she has her trauma-induced migraines and amnesia and all that. And I'll say that the plot twist was good. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, I expected that. Oh, I knew that. Oh. I did not. I did not. And my favorite book of all time, like my current favorite book of all time, is One of Us Is Mine. And I can say the plot twist in that was predictable. It's still my favorite book ever. I love me some mystery. But in this book, I could not sense the plot twist. I did not expect that at all. So I'll give it to the author, E. Lockhart. Go, bestie. Give us everything. That was good. I did enjoy that plot twist. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but the plot twist, oh my gosh, that plot twist was good to me. Honestly, I'm not gonna completely bash it. It was not horrible. It's just kind of confusing. I would never read it again, but not in that kind of way. That sounded so horrible. It's not that I would never read it again. It's like, I have a very long TBR right now, so at this moment, I will not be reading it again, but I feel like there are some good parts of it that I would like to explore a little more and maybe see if I can understand if, if I read them again. Because, I don't know, I feel like some stuff didn't make sense, and then you think about it, and then you're like, oh, okay, that does make sense. Because she uses a lot of metaphors, so people are like, oh, it's so confusing. I think you just have to realize she's using metaphors. I feel like this video is kind of all over the place. I feel like I've just been talking and talking. So when I edit it, hopefully it gets, I don't know, good. Because I'm kind of just saying things at this point. Overall, I honestly feel like the TikTok books are like a hit or miss. There's people who are gonna insanely hype things up on TikTok and be like, I love this book so much, it's the greatest book ever, you have to read this book. And then there's gonna be people who want to hate on everything and be like, I hate this book, I'm so different, I'm so quirky, I only read encyclopedia, like, I don't know, like people who want to act like they're different because they don't read the popular books. I feel like this book is super hyped. It's on the TikTok table at Barnes & Noble. I don't know about y'all, my Barnes & Noble has a table, a book talk table, and it's like this, Red, White, and Royal Blue, A Court of Thorns and Roses, Song of Achilles, like it's like these TikTok books. And as soon as I walked in, I grabbed it. I was like, this is the book I came for, and I was really excited for it. And I'm not gonna say let me down, because it's not like I wasn't looking for it to be my new favorite book. I was looking for a good book to read, and the story was interesting, the plot was interesting. When I finished it, at first I was like, I felt kind of empty. I was like, wait, what? I finished it? But honestly, I don't know, I didn't love it and I didn't hate it. It's just a book that I read, and I feel like you cannot be obsessed with every book you read, right? Well, you can be, but every book you read does not have to be your favorite book. If you want to read it, read it. If you don't want to read it, don't read it. If you love it, good for you. If you hate it, also good for you. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You don't have to like every book. So yeah, that's just me rambling about this book. Currently though, I am reading Six of Crows. It is amazing, guys. I'm gonna finish it before school starts. I want to make a video on this book, and I am hoping to make more book videos in the future, so please stay tuned for that. Please go watch my last video, my school supplies haul video, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.
Then it goes a little something like